Oh, hi, this is Pete. We're back at it, our Spyder RT dash kit installation, and we're down to our final few pieces of the dash kit, and this is the big one that actually goes around your gauges, and it's a pretty cool piece. We have it dry set in place right now, but it covers, you can see, goes around all the speakers here. It's a pretty large piece, but really finishes the look with this real carbon fiber. And as of, like we've been talking about in all of our videos, you know, surface prep, especially for this area here, is quite important. So again, you want to take your time, use that 70% rubbing alcohol, making sure that it's ready to accept the dash kit. And then just prior to application, that's another good place to have that adhesion promoter to travel around the same area where your dash kit is actually going to fall into place. So for the installation, let me see if you can see it. We took a grease pencil, marked the dash kit as well as this little domed BRP emblem that's on there. And that's going to help us with alignment. So the first thing obviously you're going to do is you're going to take your kit and you're going to set it in place and you're going to check fitment. So make sure that you're even around this speaker cutout on both sides. You want to make sure that you're even on both sides, and this really falls into place very nicely. There's, you know, pretty much when you set it in place, it's going to be ready to go. But be mindful of that, of positioning, because we have two other pieces that are going to cover these silver parts on each side that'll go on after the dash. So get it centered the best you can. I'm going to use the same technique that we showed you in another video, and that is by taking a razor knife or razor blade, and you're going to, let's see if I can put it in here, cut yourself 2 relief cuts in the backing material so that you have a left side and a right side, and that's going to help you with your application. So I'm going to expose the adhesive. Basically, we're exposing the adhesive around each side of that emblem, because that's where our center mark is. Show you what it looks like there. So there's the gray part, is the exposed adhesive. Use a little bit of caution. You know, this is the thinnest part of the kit. You want to make sure that you don't work it too much. Try to keep it flat and level, because you don't want to crack that top coat. And if it's in really cold conditions, that's a potential. So use caution. So positioning again. Actually, we'll want to peel back our tabs. Let me do that. Because that's what you're going to use to grab. So that you can continue to expose the adhesive. There's our tabs. All right, we'll turn it around. Make sure your tabs fall below. Let's get it into place. So I have my white mark, which is going to help me with placement. So as long as you're aligned with that and you look even on both sides, you like where you're positioned, go ahead and tack. Now, there, we've got it. It's tacked into place now on each side. Then you can recheck, make sure you like the way it's fallen. Like I said, this is going to pretty much fall into place pretty nicely. So once you have it there, you can choose a side or which way you want to go, and you can pull your tab, and just like in all the other kits, basically you're exposing that adhesive and coming around. It should pretty much fall into place. You could guide it a little bit. That's looking good. Come around the outside, pushing it into place as you go. You've got a middle tab here that's come down as well, see it? So you can start working that into place. this really finishes this dash kit just amazingly. We'll go around the corner, putting it into place, come across the bottom, and then I'm going to take my paper and put it on the inside so I can keep going. Can you see that? Hopefully you could see that. I bet you couldn't. Sorry about that. All right, so I fed the backing paper underneath the kit, and we're just working our way across. We'll make sure you can see on the other side. So I have, this is all tacked from here. This is my tab for the other side. So I'm going to come across the bottom. Just working that adhesive out, pushing the kit into place. I'm going to go across the bottom. You can see it's falling exactly where it needs to. Super sharp. Okay. So I've got all this applied to here. So this section is still not down yet. Okay. So we'll bring it out just a little bit, expose the adhesive, push it down. Bring it on the other side of the hole. Pushing it down into place. And we're going to work our way around the outside. See, I'm just pulling that backing paper off and helping it fall right into position, which it is very nicely. You can kind of guide these, the thinner pieces, but you can see that it's fallen where it needs to fall. Very nice. That little bit there. Need to bring this under. That's the rest of it. And again, we're just helping it fall into place, keeping the kit tight. And there it is. That wasn't too bad, was it? It's all about taking your time, getting the surface prepped correctly, installing in the right temperature, 65 degrees or above, not rushing, but taking your time. Very important. Okay, since that piece is aligned, we'll look at the next piece, which is this C shape, and it's going to fall right over top of that silver area there. So alignment-wise, maybe we'll start in the corner. You want to dry set it just like we did, so you see how it fits, where it's going to fall. So I exposed the adhesive on the corner, broke it into two pieces just for easy peeling. Probably we'll just take the bottom one off. We'll make ourselves a tab here. So there's the tab. Bottom is exposed. Let's see if we can align it while you can still see. There it is. Again, it pretty much falls into place. So the bottom corner all the way to the outside here is tacked. You're just going to follow on, trying to keep these edges tight. Makes sense as far as appearance is concerned. Let it fall into place. Now if you wanted to, you could leave those pieces off. If you like the silver accent, you certainly could leave those on, not a problem. It's that just to your liking, whatever you prefer. And we'll go over to the next side. Do the same thing. Surface has already been prepped. We can expose our corner. If you want, break it into 2 pieces. There it is. Make a tab. Tab just makes for easy pulling. Position. So you can get it into position, get it where you like it. Push it down. Expose the rest of the adhesive, keeping it tight to the outside piece. If you have to, you can see I could pick it up carefully and work it into place. There it is. So once you have all those pieces in place, we're going to do like we've been recommending, and that is put some heat to it. Again, a hair dryer is probably sufficient. You don't want to overheat it, but you want to warm it nicely to help it to bond up. Let me bring it back a little bit. There you go. So again, you're warming the surface area. This again is just a little bit of insurance to help make sure that you've got it all tacked nicely. The heat is activating the adhesive to really take its nice bond to that surface. Again, it's insurance that down the road you don't have any trouble. And like we've been mentioning, if you're warming and you feel that the domed material is getting kind of sticky, you want to back it off a little bit, then it's too hot. But you're warming the kit, going over it with the microfiber, making sure that you have it all pushed down nicely. You can visually check the edges by looking at them from the side to see if they are attached nice and tight. And it certainly looks like they are. And what a transformation, wouldn't you agree? That really, really changes the look of how this dash originally looked from the factory. But a kit like this really gives it an OE appearance. So it looks just like something that would have come from the factory. And we'll have more photos posted too on this kit. This is a 25-piece kit. And really totally changes the appearance of how that dash looks. And we'll see if we can give you a little preview. And again, this is for the 2020 and up Can-am Spyder RT. Move this out of the way. So you go right from the switch panel, control panel, onto the key area, key surround. You also have the handlebar mount area. of course, totally around the speaker area, the little piece above the mirror. Then you have this piece that goes all the way around the top of the dash and then around your gauges or console area. So it's a pretty extensive kit. The only part that does not come in this 25-piece kit is the glove box. That is optional. So again, we appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. This is Pete with wrapmyspider.com. We thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to email us with any question at sales@wrapmyspider.com, or feel free to give us a call and we'll do our best to answer any questions that you have. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.